This is Diana.
How mindfulness improves your mind. What makes humans different from other animals is our ability to think, comprehend, and analyze situations in the past, present, and future. If our mind doesn't function properly, then we and those around us suffer. To ensure our health, it is imperative for us to focus on our minds and improve their abilities when possible. Mindfulness is one of the best ways to do just that. Here are the top 3 ways that mindfulness improves your mind. 1. Regulates emotions, self-perception, and attention. Studies show that mindfulness affects the anterior cingulate cortex, or the ACC. The ACC is the part of the brain associated with self-perception, attention, emotions, and problem solving. In other words, this part of the brain is imperative for understanding ourselves, feelings, and situations we may find ourselves in. When the ACC does not work properly, you can easily become overwhelmed and unclear about your own emotions, as well as have a short attention span and poorly problem solve your way out of difficult situations. Mindfulness affects the ACC in a way that helps you have a more realistic understanding of yourself, lengthen your attention span, and regulate your emotions. As a result, mindfulness helps us to operate better within the world, as opposed to getting stuck on fixed views of ourselves and situations. This will then make us more resilient throughout our life. 2. Improves memory. Additionally, studies show that mindfulness affects the hippocampus. The hippocampus is part of the brain that is responsible for making new memories. If your hippocampus does not work properly, then you will be focused on memories of the past as opposed to living in the present and making new memories. In fact, studies find that patients with post-traumatic stress disorder and severe depression have a smaller hippocampus. This can explain why patients with these illnesses have a harder time distancing themselves from difficult and challenging situations from the past as opposed to living in the present. Mindfulness, however, increases the gray matter within the hippocampus. With more gray matter comes a more functional hippocampus. As a result, mindfulness improves your ability to make new memories and live in the present. 3. Helps connect the right and left hemispheres of the brain. The third area of the brain affected by mindfulness is the corpus callosum. This region of the brain is responsible for connecting the right and left hemispheres together. The right hemisphere is associated with emotion and nonverbal processing, while the left hemisphere is involved with linear and logical thinking, as well as verbal processing. Additionally, scientists believe that the left hemisphere is the center for positive emotion, whereas the right hemisphere is the center for negative emotion, but this idea is more contested. If a corpus callosum is thicker, then scientists believe that the person has better connectivity and is more able to connect events and emotions in a logical way. Since mindfulness increases the thickness of the corpus callosum, it allows the person to better understand how their feelings and emotions relate to real-life events, as well as make more realistic reactions to whatever situation is at hand. Final thoughts. To recap, mindfulness benefits the mind greatly since it helps regulate emotions, self-perception, and attention, as well as improves memory and connects the right and left hemispheres together. In addition to benefiting the mind, mindfulness also has great benefits for the physical body, making mindfulness practices one of the best things you can do for your overall health and well-being.